Hello and welcome to the setup video for the game called Diary of a Tank Commander, a trip from Omaha to Paris. So in this video I'm gonna set up the game, and then in the next videos we're gonna do some playthroughs. So I didn't finish all the sheets yet, but we have them here in the rulebook and in this little book with all the sheets, and I'm thinking maybe I don't even have to make them. Might be that it's gonna be easier for those people that want to make a print and play to don't use maybe she just use a book with all the sheets, I guess. Although I could always like transfer them like to look like these, fancy, but we're gonna see about that. Anyway, let's go to the setup and we're gonna go through this together. Says set the board on the table, done. Then make a supply for each different tokens by placing them together into 4 separate cups. Crew members, downtime events, tank supplies, battle encounters, and should be also crew improvement tokens here. Okay, anyway, let's do that. So some of these should be put into cup. I actually have these little balls here because they are like common knowledge, like these ones here. These tank improvement tokens. So let's place them here. And some of them, like these crew improvement tokens, should be placed here, because you can actually choose which to take, and there is a table to roll for them, so you can always check what you're taking and stuff. So let's put them there. These and these, which are called how did I call them? Downtime events. Yeah, so there are 2 types, as you can see. One have these like white border around them, and the other ones are without the border, but they go together. But you'll see why these ones are different. These are like bad events, and when you pull them, you're pulling 2 tokens, and if you have a choice, like if I pull this one and one with the border, I have to do the one with the border. But if I pulled 2, let's say I pulled 2 with the border, then I can choose which one of these to do. And same thing if I pull the same without the border. So let's say I pull this one and this one, again I can choose which one I want to resolve. So it gives you some ability to affect the events a bit. So all of these we're going to put into one bag. I'm gonna make that bag blue so I know they're in there. All right, so these are event tokens. Oh, by the way, yeah, they should be face up. I mean, wait. So for instance, if I pull something, oh wait, what's this? Oh yeah, that's the other side. Oh, by the way, I need to change something. Just give me a second. I totally forgot. Let's put this on 90 degrees so I can rotate this easily. All right, now let's remove this. Just makes space that I don't need. So for instance, if I would pull this little medal and this weather change, I have to do the weather change. This is like mandatory. But let's say I pull the mail and the weather change, well, I can choose. Do I want to do mail or weather change? Anyway, put that in there, shuffle. These bleeding tokens I would need here close by to the crew members because they could get this status. Let's see on the board, tank status all good. There's also immobilized, but we start all good. Tank starts open up, can be button up later on. And critical, nothing critical, no fire, all good. So, and we don't put any tokens on the tank itself. Our morale starts on this little like star, so in the middle, and our BR like battle readiness also starts in that star. Turn tracker is on 0, I mean on the star also, and we're gonna do the rest. But also I need to set these are crew tokens, flip them face down. Actually can be also face up if you put them in the bag. So for instance, we're gonna shuffle them in all together, and let's make them a bit yellow so I know those are the crew members. And all the battle encounters tokens, we're also gonna shuffle them, but they should be going like face down, because when you pull them, you shouldn't know what they are, and then you fill this matrix. So we're gonna do this, put them in here, oops, and shuffle them all together. And let's color this green, so I know those are German tokens inside. Put my dice set aside, and that's almost that sorry, that's almost like what you need to do with the tokens. Let's continue. Make your alter ego. Write the name of the characters you are playing, his age and hometown. Your tank commander. Write down values of your starting skill. For awareness 3, leadership 2, combat readiness 1. So let's do that. So, of course, Boyan. Age, let's put like 20. And the city, I don't know, Chicago. I immigrated to Chicago, I guess, during the Prohibition age, and now I'm like of age to go to war. All right, so let me check what does it says. Awareness 3, leadership 2. Okay, awareness is 3, leadership is 2. For luck I have to roll. Battle readiness is 1. I'm not really good with battle readiness, but let's roll for the luck. It's a d6 roll, so let's see how lucky I am. A 6. Ooh, I'm I'm a lucky guy. All right, you'll see. This is huge. Although of all of these stats, the luck is the only one that you can spend, and it doesn't. It's really hard to replenish. It's almost impossible. There are some events, but I mean, it's one of the 18 possibility you're gonna roll for it. So luck is also pretty good, because if you fail at something, spend a luck, you pass. So eventually you're gonna run out of your luck, and then from then on, whatever happens, happens. All right, that's it. Get your tank crew. Okay, so we randomly draw one by one crew members, placing them from left to right. So we're gonna fill in this. As you can see, as you draw them, you're gonna fill in these spots. So we're gonna get the driver first, then assistant driver, then the gunner, then the loader. All right, let's see. Let's shuffle once more. So my driver is Lucas. Okay, so let me explain these numbers here. So the first number in the box is his skill value. And in this game you have to roll equal or lower than the skill value to pass a test. So not really skillful, but he has this little, like let me show you, like a little star, which means he can actually improve. This number 3 is his combat readiness, so it's much more than my combat readiness right now, and that's important. All right, so that's my driver. My assistant driver is Logan. Okay, much better skill, combat readiness a bit lower. Then I have my gunner, which is Liam, 3-1. Okay, and my loader is Ashton. Oh, he's a 5 skill. Oh, pretty skilled. Too bad he's a loader. He's a skill loader. All right, that's it. We don't have any dice roll modifiers yet, but when we have, you can write them down here. And dice roll modifier can affect your skill and your combat readiness, and you can just write something like this. So in the future I might have like +1 cross -2, you know, but right now it's all 0, and you can keep the track on your board. Now I guess I can make tokens, but I really don't wanna. I'm thinking this could be like a roll and write board, or you can laminate it and just track everything there. I think it could work like that. All right, so I made my crew. Get your tank's name. Write down the name of your tank. During game you might change tank due to damage, but the name will always be the same. Alright, so how do we want to name the tank? And by the way, I didn't put these. I'm actually do it manually. Let's put a nice blue color. Make this smaller. Oof, it's not that small. I may actually use the writing tool. So how are we gonna call our tank? That's the question. Let's put the blue. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's move it. I can actually add this to the board. It's not that hard to do. I mean, there are lots of stuff in this in Tabletop Simulator to help you write. Okay, color. I didn't put the blue. Apply. All right. So how we gonna call our tank? Die Hard. That's how I call my imaginary like publishing company. Die Hard. All right. So that's gonna be our tank name. Okay, so next, before game starts, you can decide to take 2 tank or crew improvement tokens of your choice and to spend 2 points increasing your tank commander awareness, leadership, combat readiness or luck value. This will give you some head start playing the game on the normal level. For realistic level of challenge, skip this part of the setup. We are playing realistic level of challenge. But if we didn't, let me just show you what you do. So 2 tokens, which could be tank or crew improvement tokens. So for instance, I can maybe take, let's say, these sandbags. These are the tank improvement tokens. Or I can take maybe another one of these, so maybe a camo netting also. Or I can mix, like maybe 1 gum, 1 sandbags, and that will be that. And then I can also get how much? 2 points, I think. Yeah, 2 points, which maybe I could put some into my leadership or by the way, these can't go over 6, just so you know. So maybe my better readiness, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a rookie tank commander, like just fresh from the school. It is what it is. All right, so we done all that. Now preparing the number of battles on the map. So there are 2 ways we can do this. We can roll for every one of these and write it down, or you can do the A one, and then when you finish you go to the B one, then when you finish you go to C. So you progress basically, so you never know how many battles you're gonna have. So that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna roll how many battles on this. So that's basically battles between point A point B. So that's how many battles we have, like engagements, and it's random. So it could be low number, big number. Okay, so we roll 2d6, and if you, depending, do you want a longer or smaller campaign, you can add +1 or +2 to these dice rolls. I will do just normal campaign, so I'm not going to add any pluses, just 2d6 roll. Okay, let's see. 7 battles. Okay, we're going to have 7 battles going from Omaha, from Caen to Rennes, or how you spell these French villages and cities. All right, so what happens next? Every time you have a battle, you're gonna deduce number by 1 until you get to 0. Then you cross this and you go to B and do the same, and as you progress to the Paris. When you get to 0 in the Paris, when you do all the battles, and if you're still alive, game ends. And then you would calculate battle fatigue points, which I'm gonna explain later on. I still don't have like complete table for like ending of the games depending on the points, because I still have to test this. But let's say that if you have more than 30, you in trouble. You're not, when you return home, you're not gonna be like you're gonna have some depressions, post traumatic syndromes, and it's not gonna end well. All right, so let's see. Battle phase. Okay, so let's immediately prepare one battle. I'm not gonna play it, I'm just gonna prepare it to show you how it works. So first what we do, actually let's put it here. Real game begins when you do a roll on the battle type chart. Roll 2d6 to determine the type of your battle and set up the engagement matrix accordingly. Alright, so let's do that. And we have these charts. So let's go to the mission type charts. Here they are. We have ambush, skirmish, combined attack, advance to contact, defense in deep, enemy counterattack, search and destroy, and training exercise. I need to add this exercise there, which is not a battle, but it gives you something to do between the battles. Alright, so we roll 2d6. Yeah, 2d6. So let's see what kind of battle we're gonna have. So it is a 6. So it is advanced to contact. Alright. Number of turns 5. So we set turn tracker to 5. And this will tick down when the battle ends. Also, battle can end before this if our tanks get destroyed, or we have to abandon it, or maybe I get killed. Anyway, but in a way it's gonna last 5 turns. Let me show you this matrix here. Let me see, can I do it like this? Advance. Yeah, it was advanced to contact. So it's like this right now, but it's gonna be with the images. So these numbers tell you how many tokens you're gonna place on these spots around around your tank. So we're gonna have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here. So let's do that. And let's move this activation token aside for now. We're gonna shuffle this. So we're gonna, oops, oh no, not from there. Enemies. Let's shuffle. I'm gonna place 2 here. You stack them. So 2 here, 2 here. Now what's these two, like if you have a stack, it's actually pretty bad, because when you reveal the first, we're gonna reveal the second one also. You reveal the whole stack and then you have to deal with the whole stack. So that's how they work. So more of these tokens you have in the stack, it's gonna be harder to destroy them, and there's a good chance they're gonna hit you. So having all 2 in front of us is not really good. All right, so 1 here, 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 and here. So we don't have nothing in behind. And we put this activation token on the first topmost leftmost spot in the engagement matrix. So this is called the engagement matrix. Okay, and that's about it. We set up everything and we can go to game turn. As you can see, it's not really big deal. It's so easy. It is preferable that you write a little story how you came to the Omaha beach with your crew, to maybe describe your crew members in your diary, how they look like, because as I said, this is like a bit of a role-playing game with the diary. So I would write why I gave the tank the like Die Hard name, how the crew members are looking. I mean, I can use my imagination. And then when you have the battle, you're gonna have another diary write up, which you're gonna just explain what happened during the battle. So it's good that as you're having a battle, you write down what was happening, like a short description, and just make a little story on that afterwards. Anyway, that was for the setup. In the next video, we're gonna advance to contact, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. All right, so thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.